Hey fellow YouTubers, this is N0AGI. So a quick video on an update on my workshop. This room here used to be our the extended third car garage. Then we built a wall between the third car garage and this portion of the room a few years back. I think this must have been maybe 5-6 years ago, or even before then. And the room had been primarily used for stuff like storage, winterizing some plants and things of that nature. And because I'm now starting to do a lot more fabrication for my other hobby, I thought I'd repurpose the room and move my equipment, my workshop equipment in here. As you can tell from this video, a lot of the stuff is still just lying everywhere. My goal is to kind of clean up this place and make this more workshop look-alike. So right now it's all kind of in a mess because I just moved my welding table from my garage into here. I moved my jet table saw, and there my bandsaw, and my welder is in the back there. And I have just recently acquired a planer, a 15-inch planer from Craigslist. Got a pretty good deal, so I'll be moving that over in here. But first I need to clear up this area and make it more organized. I mean, right now it's all in a mess because I've been doing a lot of electrical work in this room. In fact, I just completed my electrical project. I just added a sub panel. I did this the last couple of, I think it took me about a week or so. I added a 60 amp sub panel for my main panel, and then so this provides the 30 amp outlet, 220, 240 volts. And then two of these 20 amp 220 volts or 240 volts outlets for my workshop, because my welder, it works just fine on the regular 110, but for it to really shine it needs a 30 amp outlet, so that'll be utilized by my welder. My bandsaw is happy with the 110, but my table saw and my planer, both of them need the 20 amp 220 240 outlets. So I got two of them in here. So I'll be so just to summarize, I built this over the course of just completed this project today yet actually. So this all seems to be working fine. I still need to do some more testing, but overall it's working pretty good. So basically what I did was I broke away into the main panel and then added a conduit supply into my workshop and provided the lining that way. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks when I found some time here and there during the weekend. So my second step here, and step number 2, is to clean up this whole place and make it more navigatable and make it more organized, so I know exactly where the tools will be working and located and situated, etc. I'm planning on moving my welding table toward that corner because I don't need it to be in the center like this. If I had a larger workshop, I think I would prefer it being in the center like so, so I have access all around it. But for now, I'm gonna maybe stick it in there, and I'll probably use this ledge for some storage of parts or whatever. And then I'll move my table saw to here so it's closer by the outlet. My planer will be closer over there by the corner, I'm hoping. And then my bandsaw can be there as is. And I have this 125 psi 21-gallon Harbor Freight compressor. This seems to have gotten pretty good ratings and reviews, so I went and bought it. I had a coupon and I got it for, I believe, $149. Thought it was a good deal, so I'll probably be locating this. This runs on 110, so I'll probably be locating this close by my workshop so that I can have access to it and use it. So that's a quick summary, and it's a lot of mess in here, but it's all organized chaos. So I know exactly where what is, so I'll just need to kind of move it around, make sure they're all organized, and I'll keep you all posted. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon. So I decided to move the welding table toward that side of the wall, and then the table saw toward the window. Then on this side I'll have just another a table where I will install the drill press, the chop saw, and my sander. I think they will probably go there, and we'll see. So just another short note here. I went and got this Oneida, whatever they call it, the Cyclone system, and seems to work pretty good. And behind that is my shop vac, and that's hooked up to the Cyclone unit here. It seems to work pretty good, and I basically used a rubber bungee cord to tie that with the shop vac. So again, still lots more work to be done here, and I'll be back with more updates. So actually, before I close, just installed this 50-foot air hose. The supply for this comes from the outside, as you can tell. Let's see if I can capture that. So it goes through the wall and then comes out into my garage, and then that's where the compressor, that compressor will end up. And then I have a separate air hose here for the garage needs and whatever, so that's over there. Alright, I'll be back with more updates. Okay, so here's the first project in my new mini workshop here. I'm building this wheelbase for my planer, a Grizzly planer, and this is for the wooden cabinet that the planer came with. Again, the workshop is a little bit messy, but I need to get this wheelbase done so I can get that thing located in the workshop somewhere in that area, and then my planer will be sitting on top of it. So I need, before I can clear up this mess or arrange it, I need to get this project done so I can move that to the correct location and get everything organized. So this would be my first project. I just got a few, well, a couple of steel, stock steel I got from Discount Steel, believe last week from Discount Steel Minneapolis, and just cut them up on my bandsaw, and it's a 27-inch square, and I got these from the local tractor supply store that I'll get welded on top of this. I just completed the welding for the frame here. I'll give it a few more minutes for things to cool down a little bit, and I'm gonna grind this down so it's leveled off, and then I'm gonna weld that those wheels together. And then I'll probably install a lip on each side of the frame, like I did with my my jet table saw, like that lip you see in the front of the base with the wheelbase. Something similar for this. So I'll get that done. Give it a quick clean up, a quick grind with my flap disc, and give it a coat of spray paint. Get that then installed on the planer, and the planer is outside sitting in my garage. So that's a quick view of the current situation of this mini workshop here. So as you can tell, it's not such a big workshop, but you know what, this is good enough for what I'm looking at doing on a not so heavy welding workshop kind of a basis, but I think this will get me a great place to get started with woodworking, furniture, industrial furniture, and welding and things of that nature. So that's a quick snapshot. So everything will be rearranged a little bit after I get done with this wheelbase. By the way, Eastwood MiG 250 never fails. Really enjoy this welder. This runs both on, I think you may have watched one of my previous videos on this welder. This runs both on 110 and 220. I believe it runs on 220, 30 amps, and I have a 30 amp outlet I installed a couple of weeks ago, or a week and a half or so ago, which I did it myself, sub panel and the whole 9 yards. But anyways, this works on that outlet on 220, 30 amp, or it also auto detects a 110 and does a pretty good job. I haven't tried it with a 220 on the other outlet yet, but I bet it'll work great. But I don't have a need for running this on 220 quite yet, but seems to be working just fine on 110 for now. Alright, hey, thanks for watching. I'll be sharing more updates on this same video. I'm just shooting this video on multi-day occasions as I'm building out this workshop and building out this wheelbase. So I'll keep you guys posted. Stay tuned. So last night I finished off the wheelbase for my new to me planer, and this morning I'd installed the cabinet on top of it and then put the planer and got it all set up. So it seems to work fine. So let me do a quick run. so it's getting there. So I need to just finish off cleaning up the remainder of the workshop. I'll probably move my tool chest somewhere here. I'm not sure, maybe somewhere here. I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll figure that out fairly quickly. But my plan is, when I want to use the planer, I'll obviously move it to the center of the workshop, in the middle of the workshop here, use it and put it away. And same thing with the table saw. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted. Here's a quick update on the workshop. It's finally cleaned up. And I was able to move my workbench from my basement and installed this particle board as a surface for hosting the disc sander, the drill press, chop saw, and the grinder. Of course, here is the bandsaw, the welding table, the welder, and the toolbox from the basement. And on this side, I have my table saw and the planer. So that's a quick view of this mini workshop. Again, nothing fancy, nothing new to what others have done. This is just a starter kit, is how I look at it. And I'm gonna definitely look forward to using this and learning from it all. Well, thank you so much, and thanks for watching. We will talk soon.